Alright, stage 3. The perfect storm. Let's get going. The proof. Is it in the pudding? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't freaking out a little. Natalia, you were freaking out. Yeah, sure, we can do this, but also we can't do this. See what I mean? What if Magnus makes you drive a Sylvia or that weird space car on that one episode of what space car? I'd love to have a space car in Real Racing 3. That would be fun. But no, Michael's gonna show up and put some sense back in here. Easy, Natalia, we'll be okay. Call the cavalry. Called in the cavalry. Eric is the cavalry? Really? See, now that's a reason for a legitimate concern. Anyway, doing his best in the background, gathering as much data on Magnus's car choices so that we can hot swap in the tuning we need. So we're not just going to be driving the old Huracán if that's the case, which makes it almost like a gauntlet, doesn't it? Where we get these different car choices. Alright, so that would actually be cool. Where you get to drive different cars and maybe they'll give us options. That would be neat. Although, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So here we go. Just follow my lead, sport. We'll take this nice and slow. Well, I mean, except for the racing part. I was gonna say, nice and slow. What kind of racer are you? Alright, so for stage 3, we got 4 goals. Starting with, looks like an autocross. Eric needs to see how you'll tackle taking each track's most difficult corners. Of course, autocross at Nürburgring is always long one. Alright, so we'll be doing these from here on out, win this event to get him the data he needs. So it seems like a pretty straightforward. Recommended PR 70.7, and as you know, we're running bare bone here. Alright, so autocross at sprint circuit for this challenge. 35 seconds is the time to beat, set by our friend Magnus. Sporting that blue Lambo there. Alright, so 35 and change at sprint circuit. What ends right after the final chicane? Right? Ew, that's terrible. That's a better entry. And of course, this last chicane, since they didn't mention anything about staying on track, if need be, we can cut corners, whether it's necessary or not. I don't think it was necessary. Definitely not necessary for that one. I just completely missed the braking point. So against its top speed, I might have to brake a little bit earlier in this car for that final chicane. Alright, so, but that's good enough for goal 1. And at some point, looks like I might have to, that's right, because we didn't use this car in the last goal of the last stage, so fair warning, if you're running this event, you might need to get your car serviced before you sometimes reach the last goal. So like for this one, we got 4 goals, so if we use the same car in first 3, remember, 4th goal, there's a good chance we might actually end up using a different car. Something to keep in mind. Alright, moving on.